thought it was gonna happen. How's everybody doing out there? You guys good?
I was just gonna do something.
A song.
Maybe I was
Sip of your drink.
I'm gonna play a song. One of the things about coming in. Oh, incidentally, I always forget to mention this, but the Spin Doctors are still together. It's the original members of the band. We're playing a special 30th anniversary show in New York City on November 8th. We've been together for 30 years.
Wow.
So yeah, just wanted to throw that out. You know, if the lead singer like goes in the other room and sneezes, people think the band's broken up. It's because those guys would be screwed without me. Nobody wants to see those dudes without me. Except me. Sometimes. I moved to New York City. I moved to New York City in 1988 with $100 and an acoustic guitar. I still live there, and I was lucky in a lot of ways, but I was there at a very cool time. There were tons of very, very amazing bands that were older than us that kind of took us under their wing. It was kind of a magic time to be, you know, like 19 years old, hanging in bars that you weren't legally allowed to be in, playing music, and the older bands were super nice to us, and we came up in this like improvisational kind of atmosphere where everybody knew each other's songs and people were always guesting with each other, and that kind of rubbed off on us younger guys. So I was living with a band called Blues Traveler. You guys know Blues Traveler?
Yeah.
Great band, great guys. They used to get kind of trashed, and they were all big, and they would, like, for sport, just throw me around the apartment. Because I was like 135 pounds soaking wet, and they were all like 6'4", 250. It was a lot of fun. And at one point, the band was starting to really kind of, you know, take off, and we were kind of the big band in New York. Blues Traveler got a record deal. They went on the road, and then we were like the biggest band in New York. And we do these gigs in these places that held like 150 people, and there'd be like 150 people inside the club and another 200 people outside of the club. And you know, on the breaks it was just really fun. I mean, the gigs were like this, you know, there were these little teeny places. There was no backstage. We'd get off stage, we'd just walk down and just be like hanging out with our friends. That's why I like doing gigs like Monoplex. So give it up for these guys. This is really special. This is what music is all about. Eric, our guitar player, turned to me one night. I was, you know, like 20. And he was like a wizened old man of 25. I thought he was like, you know, really wise and kind of a dick. That's another story. So he turns to me and he goes, "Chris, these are the good old days." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "No matter how much money we make, no matter how famous we get, no matter how much our songs get played on the radio, we're going to look back at this period of time, and we're going to think of this as the good old days." And I was glad he said that, because I slowed myself down, a little young guy, and I was like rushing around doing everything, and slowed myself down, took a step back, and kind of looked at everything. And, you know, time flies as it is, you know, without you like not paying attention to it. But you know, some years ago, I was looking at some pictures of myself. You know, I was like 40. Now I'm 50. I was like 40. I was looking at some pictures of myself like when I was 30. And you know, rock and roll is like 27. You're like over the hill. And I remember being 30 years old and like thinking, damn it, I'm like, this is it. My life's over. I'm over the hill. Like in this industry, I'm like, you know, a wizened old crusty Gandalf kind of guy. So I'm 40 and I'm looking at these pictures and I was like, damn, I look great. You know? And I was thinking, you know, in 10 years I'm gonna look at pictures of me now and I'll be like, damn, I look great. you know, we're never gonna be younger than we are, like right now. You know, and in like 10 years, we're gonna be older than we are now. And looking back, going like, damn, I had it going on, and you know, and there could be a zombie apocalypse like tomorrow, and we look back at today, and as fucked up as things are, we might look back at today and be like, God, remember running water? And, like,
When the zombie apocalypse happens, you're gonna be the only one with a song.
I'll be the one with the song. All the zombies will be like,
Chris Barrett.
the word goes out amongst the zombies like, don't eat Chris Barrett's bread. His bread's no. Your